Hi friends, so I'm back in the car again today. What I'm going to be talking about is your very first driving lesson and what to expect. So the things you're going to need to bring to your first lesson will be your provisional license. If you wear glasses then or contacts, bring those with you. Your instructor should try and remember to check your eyesight on number plate, which is 5 or 6 car lengths away. And also wear comfy shoes. Now when I run a driving lesson I usually need an hour and a half, because what I will do, I will come to your home or whatever location you want me to pick you up from, and I'll pick you up and I'll be taking you somewhere quiet. On the way to the quiet location I will talk through all the main controls of the car. So I'll talk about the 3 pedals that our feet use, and I will try and keep things very, very simple. That your right foot is either going to be going on the gas, the accelerator pedal, or it's going to be slowing on the brake. So I say go or slow. My left foot will be having one job. It will be putting the clutch to the floor when you want to change gear. So I'll be talking about that. I'll talk about how you take the handbrake off. I will talk about what gear you select. You match your gear with your speed. And we'll be talking about how to steer. Now, the 3 things that learners find difficult really when they first start off is pulling off from stationary. You'll have probably heard of something called clutch control, and it's how to set the gas and find your biting point without stalling as you then move off from a stationary position. The other thing that learners can find quite difficult is how to stop, so I will be explaining to my learner how they will be doing that. And also steering is sometimes can be an issue, and we want to have fairly light hands on our steering wheel. We don't want to grip it like it's a white knuckle ride and we're terrified. Sometimes pupils can be quite nervous, which is fine. I don't mind a nervous pupil. If someone is incredibly nervous, sometimes it actually can stop them learning. So I will have a little conversation with my learner and see how they're generally feeling about things. I always find it's best to get things out in the open, and then we can have a little bit of a laugh about it, and hopefully that will make you, my learner, relax a little bit. As I say, I tend to do an hour and a half lesson. I know some instructors do 2 hours, but I actually find this a bit too long, not just for the pupil, but also myself. It can be quite tiring on a first lesson. Now, when someone starts to learn to drive, I always say what you're going to need is an average learner will need about 40-45 hours of driving experience. That doesn't all have to be with an instructor. Sometimes pupils are lucky enough to have their own little car that they can maybe practice in once they've got the general basics of driving. So going back to the fact that I will pick you up from your house or wherever, drive you to the quiet location. We will then swap seats, and I will be talking through something called the cockpit drill. It sounds like you're going to fly an aeroplane, but we'll stick with the car today. All it means is we run through the general controls that are inside the car, and then I will talk you through how you're going to be moving off from the stationary position. On a first lesson, I like to go up through the gears. I hope to get to 3rd. Sometimes we'll do 4th gear. I'll show you how to come down the gears. We'll be turning lefts. Don't usually do turning rights on a first lesson. It really depends how quickly a pupil can pick things up. And then I also like to do creeping and stopping in a straight line forward, but I also want to do that in the reverse gear as well, to show learners that reverse is nothing to fear. If you can creep forward, then you can creep back. I hope this little video has been of some use to you. If you have any questions or comments you'd like to ask me, please just type them down below and give me a thumbs up, and that's more or less your first lesson and what you're going to expect. Okay, right, have a great day.